Hey folks, it's Matt once again, and welcome back to a movie review. There'll probably still be a couple wrestling reviews down the road, but want to review a couple films, including a few that a nice guy named Tony sent me. And one of them was The Village that he had sent me. He had sent me this film. Now, M. Night Shyamalan, The Sixth Sense, I think is okay. Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment do a good job. I thought it was a cool twist ending, but it's not a film that I care to rewatch. Just pacing, not a big fan of. But the Sixth Sense, it's all right. Sixth Sense, if I said it right. Unbreakable, I enjoy. People talk about realistic comic book movie and Nolan's Batman films. Well, Unbreakable did it first, and in my opinion, better. I like Unbreakable a lot more than Nolan's Batman films. I thought Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson did a great job. Love the score. Uh, I was interested and involved with the plot. Just really enjoyed Unbreakable. Yeah, I know there's talks of a sequel, but the way M. Night Shyamalan does films now, fuck no. Signs, I liked it. I'd probably say I like it more than The Sixth Sense, but the ending with the water thing, yeah. But Mel Gibson did a good job. I thought it had some good sequences. Nice, nice ideas before the ending. This is when it all went to shit with his career, because he made this, which was shit, Lay in the Water, which is shit, The Happening, which is very funny shit. Lay in the Water is fucking boring as hell shit. Stupid. Well, Lay in the Water is goofy shit. Like goofy fucktarded shit. And The Last Airbender is dull shit. And this is boring shit. The Village. Hate the fucking Village. I'm I'm guessing that's why Tony sent it to me. I'm sure he wanted me to rant on it. Although, for folks out there, you don't have to send me movies just for me to rant on. It's just save your money and stuff. But if you like the film, that's fine. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Because this film is fucking stupid. It's fucking boring. And I swear to God, if this wasn't full, I'd throw this too. And the reason I punched it, I was getting frustration. I wasted my fucking time watching this movie because I've seen this movie before. I knew it sucked, but I watched it again because Tony was being a nice guy. He sent it to me for some reason, so I watched it again to be a little bit more familiar with it. But I remember watching it the first time going, wow, this film sucks. Not because it has an incredibly stupid ending, but the rest of the film fucking sucks too. I remember when the trailer for this film came out, and it was made. The trailer makes you think this is going to be a creature feature movie. Because, okay, he did a ghost movie with Sixth Sense. He did a superhero movie. He did an alien movie. Now this is his creature feature movie. I'm like, okay, I don't hate his other films. Okay, cool. This is back in 2004 or whatever when this came out. Okay, cool. Now he's doing his creature feature. No. It's this village where there's noises in the woods and they don't like the color red. They gotta bury the color red. And they find these dead animals. And the cast of the film, you have Joaquin Phoenix, you have Bryce Dallas Howard, you have William Hurt and Sigourney Weaver, and Brendan Gleeson as sort of the elders of the town. You have Adrien Brody playing a not all there guy. Bryce Dallas Howard is a blind girl. Joaquin Phoenix is kind of our lead, and I'll get to the kind of in a bit, who's in love with Bryce Dallas Howard's blind girl, who's like, oh, I see you. But even though I'm blind, I see you because you're a color. What color? I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. Maybe color brown or piss yellow. What the hell's happened? Oh yeah, the truce is with this village. Don't go in the woods because there's creatures in the woods, apparently. Because they hear noises in the woods. And you have stuff like some kids making this one do a dare to stand on this tree trunk to see if the creatures will get you. Bryce Dallas Howard's younger sister asks Joaquin Phoenix to marry her. And of course he says no because he knew nothing about it and has no interest because he likes Bryce Dallas Howard, the blind girl. Apparently Adrien Brody's wacko character has gone to the woods off and on. And you have stupid dialogue like Joaquin Phoenix talking with Sigourney Weaver, and Sigourney Weaver tells him something, and he's like, "Why do you tell me this blackness? This is a shithole of a movie." And he's talking about how everyone's hiding, and there's secrets involved, and what are these secrets that people are hiding? The fucking blind girl is stupid because apparently the creatures are coming. Who the reason they don't like the color red is because the creatures have these red hoods, red clothes, and kind of like what you see here on the cover. And the fucking blind girl is stupid because she knows the door is open. She knows there's other people inside who are hiding, underneath the floorboards, and she knows she's there. And they're telling her, don't let them in, don't let them in. But even for a blind girl, she knows that there's something coming, and she leaves the door open because she's like, no, he will come. I know he will come and save and help. He won't just leave us. She's sitting there or staying there waiting with the door fucking wide open, just have her hand out like this, wait for Joaquin Phoenix to grab her. I'm like, wow, you are a dumb bitch. In this world of yours, these creatures are going to come after your ass, going to eat your ass, and now they're good kind, and then you got other people who are going to be in danger because you don't leave the fucking door wide open because it's like, he will save us. And of course, Joaquin Phoenix does. They go down the floorboards like she should have in the fucking first place because she's a fucking idiot. Just because you're blind doesn't mean you're an idiot. And she knew what was going on because the people were telling her what was going on, but she was just a fucking idiot. Her little sister has a wedding, and there's these warnings. Some critters are dead and hunted, and there's red markings on the door. And pretty much, they find Bryce Dallas Howard tells that Joaquin Phoenix likes her and they're going to be together. And Adrien Brody, who's his brother, the wacko, for some reason, doesn't like that for some fucking reason and decides to stab Joaquin Phoenix. Why does Adrien Brody stab Joaquin Phoenix? Because he likes her sister? I believe it was his sister. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't brother sister. It was her friend, and more than likely it's because Adrien Brody liked her in a way, and Joaquin Phoenix, fuck you. But he's being the wacko. He's a wacko, and he stabbed Joaquin Phoenix. And they're like, Joaquin Phoenix is hurt. What should we do? What should we do? That's why I say he's kind of the lead character, because he gets his ass stabbed, and like the good chunk of the last 30-40 minutes of the film, he's out of action for the whole rest of the entire movie. Even the ending, it's not like he gets better and wakes up. That's it. It's Bryce Dallas Howard's movies. She's more of the star than Joaquin Phoenix. And it's like, William Hurt's like, oh no, what are we going to do? And William Hurt likes Sigourney Weaver, and Joaquin Phoenix is Sigourney Weaver's kid, and he's like, oh, well, we can have one of ours go to the towns. But we made a deal. No, fuck it. Even though she's a blind girl, she's going to go anyway. Of course, my thinking is, why don't you just go, William Hurt? Why don't you other guys just go and say, I will make the journey. See, I'm going to jump to the ending right now, because all it is, the rest of the film is her and two others go. The two others are chicken shit. They decide to stay. Before she went, her father, William Hurt, had told her that the creatures are not creatures. It's people in hoods and suits. Because they didn't want anyone to go into the towns, and they wanted to keep people there. One is, remember, she's blind. She gets through the woods. One is coming after her. She moves out of the way, so it falls and dies in this sort of trap thing. Whatever the hell it was, like little spikes thing. And it's Adrien Brody. So I guess Adrien Brody was the one doing the markings. He was the one fucking around and killing the animals because he's wacko. And the big twist is she gets over, and it's not olden times. It's not the 1800s or whatever it looked like, old American history. It's modern day. Because she gets over, and there's a park ranger in a vehicle saying, you shouldn't be in there, that's a preserve. Well, you must do this medicine and this and that. And he goes ahead, gets the medicine, and Shyamalan has to give his fucking cameo, because in these certain moments, he's got a fucking ego. It's like Lady in the Water. He's the writer that's going to save the world down the road with imagination. It's too bad you can't do that in your movies. Fuck, so you can't even make a good movie, let alone save the world. If you're the one that's going to save the world, then no wonder the world is fucked. No wonder the world is in the shitter as it is nowadays. With you fucking leading the pack, M. Night Shyamalan, a ding dong, a fuck stick. I'm sorry, this guy I have no respect for. The last good film he made, or decent film, was Signs. That was way back when. The Village, Lady in the Water, fucking Last Airbender, The Happening. These have been pieces of shit. Even Devil, which he produced and stuff, wasn't that great either. At times kind of laughable. But, yeah, she gets the medicine, and not Shyamalan's voice, because he's just telling the park ranger, don't get into conversations, and he's telling shit like, hey, years ago, government officials apparently were paid off so planes wouldn't fly by. And so this park ranger's not going to tell anybody, and what, does M. Night Shyamalan's character know about this? And go, and pretty much what you did is that William Hurt and Sigourney Weaver and Brandon Gleeson, some of the elders, they were at this counseling center years and years and years ago, and they all had horrible things happen with their family members. So they decided to meet. William Hurt had a plan because he was a teacher of American history, and their plan is to create this village and keep everyone there with the stories so no one would leave, so that it would be a tightly knit community, so that there wouldn't be any death and destruction, even though something like Adrien Brody happened, but so that nobody would get hurt. And it is all this other shit. Is like, are you fucking kidding me? If the elders know, then why the fuck are... For example, why is it a big deal then if William Hurt, everyone knows what's going on, they know the outside world, why don't they be like, okay, we need medicine to fix Joaquin Phoenix? At night, when you post guards, okay, you're an elder, you don't post over there. You're an elder, you don't post over there. I'm going to be right here. You guys stay. I go. Because I swear, it looks like it takes fucking Bryce Dallas Howard, who is a blind girl, by the way, like 10, 15 minutes to get through the woods. And she is a blind girl. And there are no creatures at all. So what do you even call this film? It's not a horror film. There's no horror. There's no creatures. Technically no bad guys. Nothing to it. What the hell do you call it? There's no suspense. A fuck stick? Is that what you call it? And just, I mean, the rest of the film is fucking boring. It's fucking tedious. It's fucking slow. You don't give a shit about the characters. Joaquin Phoenix, he's just a guy who doesn't talk much and reads these letters. I would like to go to the woods to see what the other towns are. Bryce Dallas Howard is a blind girl that somehow manages to get through and go over. And I didn't lie. I was getting to my point. Why doesn't William Hurt go, okay, we're the elders. Other people don't know about this. We'll say we're standing guard. I'm going to sneak over. I'm going to go through the woods. I'm going to jump over. I'm going to go get the medicine. Come back in like an hour or two. That's because it looked like it took... She did it all on the same day, and it was still daytime, so it didn't take that fucking long for her to do all this shit. Why couldn't William Hurt go and get it? What's the big fucking deal? Why couldn't someone else go and get it? What's the big fucking deal? And just the whole premise is stupid that everyone just said fuck it and went to this village, and what, they had the money to, because again, M. Night Shyamalan's character that you just hear his voice talking about how, oh, government officials were paid so no flames fly by. Are you fucking kidding me? So these guys are rich enough to do that and get that paid for? And what's the point? I mean, the point of the film, what? The real world sucks? You know what? It sucked back in the day as well. The time that you're talking about. Didn't you have shit like the Black Plague? Didn't you have shit like fucking, oh, I don't know, dysentery? Like in the truckloads and fucking cowboys and Indians ready to scalp your ass? And outlaws and other shit? Or hell, if you're gonna be like that, then live like the Amish. You ever heard of the Amish? They're kind of doing the same shit you're doing, except you don't have to worry about lying to everybody and saying, you ever seen fucking Witness? Yeah, it's a better movie than this. Harrison Ford all the way. Motherfucker. So you have a whole marketing campaign that's supposed to be a creature feature, and there's no fucking creatures in the film. Sigourney Weaver, she's barely in the film. She's fucking useless. William Hurt, okay, I'll give her credit. William Hurt's not bad. He's a good actor. He does what he can. Joaquin Phoenix, he barely has any dialogue and whatever. Don't give a fuck. Adrien Brody, he's just crazy fuck. Bryce Dallas Howard, she's a blind girl, okay? And of course, they don't keep continuing this because Adrien Brody's character gets killed. When she comes back, remember she's blind, so she didn't see the vehicle. All she did was talk to the guy, and the guy, apparently, I guess the park guy is not going to tell anybody what's going on. Just because M. Night Shyamalan's voice goes, oh, you know, don't get into conversations. You're telling me that like, why are you allowing all this to happen, M. Night Shyamalan? Why are you allowing this to happen? Are these people rich somehow? I mean, I can only assume. It's just one of those things like, really? Oh, it takes place in the modern time, and you think it's 1800s, or where the fuck, you didn't say a specific year. I'm like, if you want trouble, live in fucking Nebraska or something, for fuck's sake. Live in a small town! Go to a small town! Go to a farm in the middle of fucking nowhere, like there's shitloads in the Midwest. Go live like the Amish. Not, hey, let's make everyone believe it's way back when, and then we don't make them believe that there's creatures out there, and if they're streaming, we create them, so no one's going to go into the woods. So you're telling me that... I hate this fucking movie. I mean, I really do. And especially when you're watching it again for the second time, because I knew the ending when I was watching this DVD. And by the way, I don't know what I'll do with the DVD, because, I mean, it was a gift. Even if I wanted to sell it, I couldn't, because it's a Region 2 DVD. So it's just going to collect dust, because I hate the film to death. I never want to watch it again. Just why the fuck should I watch it? I don't give a shit about the characters. Why should I give a shit about Joaquin Phoenix? I don't talk much, and then I get my ass stabbed by Adrien Brody, and then I'm out of action for most of the fucking film. And even by the end, she comes in, I got the medicine, she's looking at him, her face is like right here, and then boom, it cuts. Wow, sorry, Joaquin Phoenix, you're done for the day, you're done for the week, you're done for the fucking month of shooting, I guess. So, M. Night Shyamalan, I don't give a fuck what movies he's doing now. He's had a shitty track record. I'd rather watch The Happening, because The Happening I can laugh at. It's a bad movie. It's a funny as fuck movie. That's a movie that I've grown to enjoy, to laugh at. It's a great comedy, only it's not supposed to be a comedy. That's like in, The Happening is like an Ed Wood movie. I can laugh at. I shit you not. The Happening is like an Ed Wood movie to me. I can laugh at it, like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 and Troll 2. That's what The Happening is. This I can't laugh at, because it's fucking boring as sin. Yeah, sin, as in sloth, as in a fucking lazy, fucking slug of a movie, and then you have a stupid twist that if you try to think about it for 10 seconds, your mind explodes out of your ass. Maybe that's what M. Night Shyamalan needs to do. His mind needs to fucking shit itself out of his ass into a fucking toilet, and then clean it up again and wash it up. And clear your head and your sinuses. So you get the fucking doing shit again. Fuck this movie, I'm tired of talking about it.